In 1970, Plymouth introduced the third generation of the Barracuda, radically redesigning both its appearance and engineering. The new Cuda was built on the E-body platform, essentially a shortened and widened version of the earlier B platform, giving the car a lower, wider profile. The design, created by Johnny Hurlitz, featured a massive front grille, dual headlights, and expressive body lines. Two body styles were available, a coupe and a convertible, which broadened its appeal among various buyers. The highlight was the Hemi Cuda, powered by the legendary 426 cubic inch 7.0-liter Hemi 5.8 engine. With 425 horsepower and 490 Nm of torque, it delivered impressive performance, 0 to 100 km per hour in just 5.6 seconds. This level of performance placed the Hemi Cuda among the fastest cars of its era. However, production numbers remained low. In 1970, only 652 Hemi-equipped coupes were released for the US market, of which 368 had the Torqueflite automatic transmission. Such exclusivity, combined with formidable performance, makes the Hemi Cuda a prized collector's item. For instance, the very first production example bearing VINBS 23ROB100-003, dated August 1, 1969, is especially valued by enthusiasts. In 1969, Chevrolet introduced a special Camaro version under the COPO 9560 program, aimed squarely at dominating drag racing. This model was equipped with a fully aluminum 427 cubic inch 7.0-liter ZL1 V8 engine, originally developed for Can-Am racing. A total of just 69 Camaro ZL1s were produced, making it one of the rarest and most sought-after collector cars. Visually, the 1969 Camaro ZL1 did not differ greatly from standard models, maintaining the classic aggressive style with a revised grille and deeply set headlights. Yet its true secret lay under the hood. The lightweight aluminum engine significantly reduced overall vehicle weight, improving acceleration and handling. Moreover, many ZL1s came with reinforced suspension and upgraded brakes to handle the demands of high-speed racing. The ZL1 engine itself was designed for Can-Am competition and featured an all-aluminum construction, resulting in high power at relatively low weight. This technological edge allowed the Camaro ZL1 to excel on the drag strip, leaving an indelible mark on American motorsport history. For the 1970 model year, Chevrolet gave the Chevelle a refreshed body design, imbuing it with a more decisive and dynamic look. However, the spotlight fell on the SS454 variant with the optional LS6 package, which offered unprecedented power by the standards of series production cars of that time. Easily recognized by its power dome hood, black grille adorned with an SS badge, and bold stripes running the length of the body, the Chevelle SS454 LS6 made a strong visual statement. Inside, it delivered both comfort and a distinct sporty feel, featuring bucket seats and various modern conveniences of the early 1970s. Production of the Chevelle SS454 LS6 was limited, heightening the model's value among today's collectors. Auction prices can reach impressive levels, especially for well-maintained or carefully restored examples. In 1970, a base model Chevelle cost around $2,800, but adding the LS6 package and other extras could push the price above $4,000, an expensive indulgence for speed enthusiasts back then. Toward the end of the 1960s, Dodge sought to shine in NASCAR. Following the less-than-stellar results of the Charger 500 in 1968, the decision was made to build a car with significantly improved aerodynamics. Thus emerged the Charger Daytona, named after the Daytona International Speedway. Developed specifically for NASCAR, it placed a strong emphasis on reducing drag and increasing downforce. A total of 503 units were produced for homologation purposes. Key features of the Charger Daytona included an extended front nose cone and a towering rear wing measuring 23 inches, 58 centimeters, giving the car its unmistakably bold silhouette. These elements not only enhanced aerodynamics but also improved stability at high speeds. Interestingly, the wing's considerable height was chosen partly to allow the trunk lid to open unobstructed. The Charger Daytona made NASCAR history as the first car to surpass 320 km per hour. On March 24, 1970, driver Buddy Baker set a record at Talladega of 322.588 km per hour, underlining the car's aerodynamic innovations. With only 503 examples built, the Dodge Charger Daytona is a rare find in today's classic car market. In 1970, Buick introduced the GSX to compete with the Pontiac GTO Judge and the Chevrolet Chevelle SS. Based on the Skylark platform, the GSX featured enhanced power and handling. Production ran from March to May 1970, yielding just 678 units, of which 400 included the optional Stage 1 package. The Buick GSX Stage 1 stood out with its bold, aggressive design. For 1970, two eye-catching colors were available: Saturn Yellow and Apollo White, both with black stripes running the full length of the body and crossing the rear spoiler. A tachometer graced the hood, while a front spoiler accentuated its sporty image. The interior featured black bucket seats, a floor-mounted shifter, and a sporty steering wheel. Buick GSX Stage 1 distinguished itself with a bright, aggressive look. In 1970, the model was offered in two colors, Saturn Yellow and Apollo White, both featuring black stripes running the entire length of the body and crossing the rear spoiler. The hood housed a tachometer, while the front spoiler underscored the car's performance-driven nature. The interior was outfitted with black bucket seats, a floor-mounted gear lever, and a sports steering wheel. By the late 1960s, Ford aimed to dominate NASCAR. To homologate a new 429 V8 engine with hemispherical combustion chambers for racing, the company produced a limited run of Mustangs fitted with this powerhouse. Thus, in 1969, the Boss 429 was born. Because installing such a large engine in the relatively compact Mustang body required extensive modifications, Ford enlisted Carcraft in Michigan to handle the task. In 1969 alone, 859 units of the Boss 429 were made. Externally, the Boss 429 exuded a restrained yet forceful aura. A prominent hood scoop, small Boss 429 fender badges, and minimal decorative elements underscored its racing pedigree. The interior provided bucket seats and a tachometer reaching 8,000 RPM. To improve weight distribution, the battery was relocated to the trunk, while an oil cooler and an upgraded suspension were also installed. With just 859 examples produced in 1969, the Ford Mustang Boss 429 is both rare and highly coveted among collectors. Its distinctive history, remarkable specifications, and limited production make it a prized showpiece at auctions and automotive exhibitions. Originally introduced in 1969, Pontiac's GTO Judge was the brand's response to the intensifying muscle car competition. Its name, the Judge, was inspired by the popular catchphrase "Here comes the Judge" from the TV show Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. In 1971, the GTO Judge returned with updated styling and improved performance. But due to declining demand for muscle cars and stricter emissions regulations, production ceased midway through the year, enhancing its rarity. The 1971 GTO Judge gained a black front grille, revised bumpers, and redesigned hood scoops. Notable features remained the vivid body stripes, rear spoiler, and iconic The Judge badges. Inside, the car combined comfortable seating, an updated instrument panel, and an optional hood-mounted tachometer for an added sporting touch. With only 374 units built in 1971, 357 coupes, and a mere 17 convertibles, the GTO Judge stands as one of the most limited and valuable muscle car offerings, highly prized among collectors. Oldsmobile introduced the 442 nameplate in 1964 as an optional package for its F85 and Cutlass lines, with 442 originally denoting a 4-speed manual transmission, a 4-barrel carburetor, and dual exhaust. By 1970, the 442 had become a standalone model, and the W30 package added even more performance, placing it among the most powerful cars in Oldsmobile's lineup. Visually, the 1970 Oldsmobile 442 W30 balanced aggression with refinement. Dual hood scoops, special W30 badges, and bold stripes were standout features. The cabin offered both sportiness and attention to detail, with comfortable seats, a thoughtfully arranged dashboard, and high-quality materials. Because production numbers for the 1974 42 W30 were relatively small, this model is especially treasured among collectors. At auctions, pristine or well-restored examples can command significant sums, often exceeding $100,000, emphasizing its place as a high-profile muscle car of its time. In April 1968, Ford unveiled an updated GT500 fitted with the new 428 Cobra Jet V8. Known as the GT500KR, King of the Road, it was claimed to produce 335 horsepower, though actual output proved far higher, making the GT500KR one of the most formidable cars of the late 1960s. From the outside, the Shelby GT500KR boasted a dramatic yet refined look. An extended hood with functional scoops, a reworked front section featuring fog lights, and distinctive side scoops. A spoiler and sequential taillights grace the rear. Inside, sporty seats, a wooden steering wheel, and an upgraded instrument cluster reflected its blend of comfort and performance. Because of its limited production run, the Shelby GT500KR is highly valued in collector circles. Well-preserved or meticulously restored examples often fetch staggering sums at auction, further cementing its reputation as a legendary muscle car. In 1970, Dodge sought to meet the growing appetite for high-performance machines by releasing the Challenger. The road track version catered to driving enthusiasts, while the optional 426 Hemi 5.8 delivered immense power and thrilling acceleration. It's no wonder that the Challenger RT Hemi quickly became one of the era's most coveted muscle cars. From the outside, the 1970 Challenger RT Hemi stood out with its long hood and functional scoops, a wide grille, and muscular fender arches. Inside, it combined comfort and style through premium materials, thoughtful ergonomics, and sporty details such as special seats and a distinctive dashboard. Owing to its relatively limited production and high demand, the 1970 Dodge Challenger RT Hemi is now a rarity in collector markets. Its unmistakable design, remarkable performance, and significance in automotive history make it a prized attraction at auctions and exhibitions dedicated to the golden age of muscle cars.